Do you have any suggestions?
Sonic Adventure 7 review?
There's a Sonic Adventure 7? I honestly don't know where to even start. Other than the fact that this is the absolute worst video game that I've ever played in my entire life. And I've played some terrible video games. I've been playing video games for a very long time, and in that time I've come across my fair share of terrible video games. Some bad games like Sonic 06 and Dragon Ball Z Sagas, which are somewhat fun and hilarious despite being awful, and other bad games like Twisted Metal 3 and WWE 13 that I absolutely despise with every fiber of my being. But there's nothing, and I mean nothing, that can prepare you for the absolute horror that is Sonic Adventure 7.
Hey, did I hear Sonic Adventure?
You're probably thinking to yourself, well, JoshAgeddon, this can't be that bad. There's gotta be something positive in it. Alright, fine, let me show you all the positives in Sonic Adventure 7. Here they are. That's literally it. You think I'm joking? You think that there's actually one thing in this entire game that can be construed as positive? No, you'd be wrong. Everything in this game is terrible. Everything. The graphics, the gameplay, the music, the everything. And to those of you who are still like, well, there's got to be something you haven't seen. You have not seen this game. I've seen what's in this game. I have. You haven't. This is what the game looks like. This is what it looks like. Are you okay? Oh my God! What is this? What am I looking at? What is this music? Please, above all else, turn off the music, please. Thank you. What is this? I'll tell you what this is. This is an all-out assault on my senses. I feel physically ill looking at this. This is what the game looks like. Why? Who thought this was a good idea? Can we find them and kill them, please, before they do something else, please? Oh my God. And for those of you wondering why this looks the way it looks and why it sounds the way it sounds, as well as everything else, well, there's a simple explanation for that. This is a bootleg. Oh boy! This isn't really anything new, but bootlegs or pirated video games have been pretty popular, unfortunately, ever since the video game industry became a thing. And Sonic Adventure 7 is one of the most infamously bad bootlegs ever, well, I would say created, but that would imply that actual thought went into making this when clearly the opposite is the case. There was no thought here. Absolutely none. Just look at it. It's hideous. It's heinous. I can't believe that this actually exists. It's like someone took the old 2D Sonic games into a basement and tried to Frankenstein's monster human centipede them together, and this abomination is the end result of that. What? You've seen what this looks like. If I'm going to get through this, I'm going to need some kind of buzz. Something. Because if I don't, I might end up killing myself. But I guess now I gotta get into why it's so bad. Apart from what's blatantly obvious. I guess I'll start with the title. Sonic Adventure 7. Sonic Adventure 7. Okay, I know we had Sonic Adventure, and I know we had Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic 06 could technically, you could argue that it was supposed to be Sonic Adventure 3, but 7? What about 4, 5, and 6? I mean, why skip to 7? The logic baffles me. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's not that uncommon for a bootleg of something to have a bizarre number title. For example, did you know that there's a Lion King 5? Yeah, I have no idea where 3 and 4 went, but in this game, Timon has a bow tie, and if you lose a Simba, he hangs himself. Wow. Speaking of bootlegs that are strangely similar to Sonic Adventure 7, did you know that there's a Pokemon game that is a bootleg of Sonic Adventure 7 called Pokemon Adventure? It's a bootleg of a bootleg inside a bootleg. Bootlegception. Alright, we're getting a little off topic. Alright, so presentation. It, in a word, sucks. I mean, you heard that music. By music, I think they mean just a random cacophony of sounds. As for the graphics, well, yeah, I mean, as you can clearly tell and see, this game is hideous. I mean, just look at that. The colors, the models, everything just looks so ugly. It makes me think of whenever you color something with marker or crayon, and then you pour a bunch of water on it, and it starts dripping down. That's what this game looks like. I mean, just look at the opening intro that moves at like 1 frame per second, where Knuckles is freaking green for some reason.
Also, I'd just like to mention that despite being advertised, Knuckles is not a playable character in this game.
Also, wait. What is that? Is that a penis? Yep, that's a penis. Why is there a penis sprouting out of the ground? Why are there multiple penises in this level? Why? What exactly are those things? What other than penises? What is that supposed to be? Of course. What would make this game better? Penises! Left and right! Sonic run right past the penises! I don't even know why! So yeah, the graphics and music are horrific abominations. Now, to switch gears, I'm trying to collect my thoughts, because, wow. Alright, coming up next, we gotta talk about control. Don't you mean chaos control? Boy! Alright, so gameplay and control. They're both terrible. For multiple reasons, the control and gameplay in this game are just absolutely abysmal. For starters, for some reason in this game, there are no invincibility frames for whenever you get hit. You know, like in pretty much every game ever, when you get hit, there's a brief moment where you can collect yourself, move out of the way, so you can save yourself. Not in this game. If you get hit and then run into someone else, that's it. You're dead. So I'm so glad this game was made, aren't you? I mean, just wonderful programming. Just wonderful. Just masterful everything. Just 10 out of 10. Wouldn't want to play it again. Another serious problem this game has is everything you do has a delay on them. Like whether you go forward or backwards or do a spin dash or jump, there's always a little delay that can screw you over if you're not careful. So many times you'll just fling yourself off the cliff because the game just slowed down and then Sonic did something. It's so jarring and just not fun. Plus, you add in that when Sonic is actually moving, he goes really fast. But again, he's so unresponsive that you're just pretty much committing suicide over and over and over again. It's so terribly designed. And probably the most glaring and noticeable problem with the gameplay is its hit detection. Good Lord! I'm not even sure if there is any hit detection in this game. I can't tell you how many times I've phased to the floor or fallen to a platform to my death. It's ridiculous. And add to that how unresponsive the game is and the lack of an invincibility frame. Just... Ugh! This is absolutely pathetic. This game is unplayable. Also, this game only has 5 levels. And the first level is impossible without a cheat code. How? So Sonic Adventure 7 for the Game Boy Color. Burn it with fire. As if you'd burn it with anything else. Well, thank God that's over. I hope you guys have enjoyed my suffering. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Bye. I'm gonna go take a NyQuil, go to sleep. Hopefully I'll never wake up. Bye. The show's over. Go away.